This is the third entries video we're going to be looking at just now. And for this one, we're mainly going to be looking at stuff for dealing with the low line, dealing with kicks primarily. But we're going to start off just very briefly tagging on a very simple entry that again we see in many Southeast Asian arms. This can work, it can be done from a hook punch. I personally don't deal with hook punches in this manner. I can do, so let's say James throws a hook punch. We can use this here. Okay? Now, different words for this. Again, what we've done is we've just taken two descriptive words and tagged them together. It doesn't make sense linguistically in Indonesian, but we have what we call sambut, which is to receive, and this action, which in West Javanese we refer to as salin. So we just tag those words together, sambut salin, to receive with this motion. So as he hooks, we're going here. Yeah? Now, notice the foot sector. I don't just stay on this line and try and do it with my arm. That doesn't work. I step off the line, which allows me to engage my waist and torque my shoulders into the hook here. And it's my waist that guides me, it's not arm. I'm not doing this. It's waist here, because it allows us to get little shots in afterwards. So as he throws the hook here, right, be taking shots into here. Now, the way that I would use this is in the context of knife defense, and we'll be looking at this specifically a bit later, or in a later video. But if James throws a big wild slash, I've got all the time in the world to deal with this. This is no issue. You know, I can strip it here, I can strip it here, any number of things I can do, because I've got the time to react to it. I treat it just like any other hook punch. If he does a big wild slash, it's fine, I've got so much room. I'll still be shitting myself because it's a knife, but I've got the ability to react to it. The thing is, knives don't attack you like this. They don't require impact to do damage, they just require contact. So people won't swing a knife like this much. A knife attack will tend to go out and just cut at the end there. And that's the reality of how most knives will attack you. So you won't have time if you slash that like this, you won't have time to get this hand in, it's just not going to happen. I don't have the structure in this to hold this out here. It's just going to fold in on you and you're going to get cut. So what I do is I take a different structure altogether. I zone off the line and I torque my hips in here. And this gives me a good solid structure. We're using this sambut salin action here. If you want an English phrase to use for this, we often refer to it as holding the mirror. It's like you're holding a mirror there. Okay? So you go to the slash, hold in the mirror, take it round, and yes, we've got all this stuff, but we'll look at that later. Okay? But it's something for you to play with there. But the majority of this video, we can lose the knives now. The majority of this video will be looking at defense against kicks. We'll start off very, very simple and build up just a little bit, nothing too advanced. So he goes for kick here. Okay? I'm going to bring my knee up at this point. And that's all. Okay? I mean, this is, not only is this in Southeast Asian arts, but it's in Muay Thai, it's even in Taekwondo. And people quite often know my opinion of them. So he throws his kick, boom. I just make a shield. Very simple. If I want, I can connect my elbow to my knee so I've got a complete shield all the way up. But generally speaking, you can just kind of form a shield there, and that's fine. Different systems, again, we'll do it in different ways. If he wants to kick, I can reel into it as well. And systems like Chimondi, that do a lot of shin conditioning and forearm conditioning, because they know that their shins are so tough, they'll even reel into it with the shin specifically, and then punt with our shin there. Okay? So this wouldn't be a kick with the boot, it would actually, would actually be a kick with the shin there, just to buckle his leg there. So I'd probably just smash it with the forearm, nice and simple. Boom, boom. I win. Okay? So that's another method there. Alternatively, we can look at stop kicks. So as he kicks, I'm just going to set. Okay? Rather pressure. And that would be a backhand, or I'm just reaching. It would be a backhand and over the kick. Okay? So very simple stop kick. Here, here. Alternatively, I can use the other leg. Here, here. Here, this would just be kicking this leg out. If you want to be fancy, is kicking to the thigh, you use his back leg kick here. We'll change the angle of that. So he goes to the kick, boom, here, I grab his head, and then I back kick through his knee there. I can even get neck breaks in there. Okay? So I would tend not to do that. Normally if I'm doing a stop kick, I'll just keep it as simple as possible. Maybe this way, but very rarely would I do this way. It just wouldn't happen with me much. Okay? But it does look cool. Finally, we're going to look at, finally for the knees specifically, we're going to look at gunting knees with a shot to the tibial nerve. So he throws his kick there, we're gunting here, shearing. Can you kick that leg? He kicks with this leg, boom. I would be smashing, I'm deliberately trying to keep my leg nice and bent so he's landing on top instead of with my patella pushing directly into it. But I would use the tip of my knee to raise up against his tibial nerve there, very, very quickly. So he hits, boom, over there. Yeah? And of course we would follow up with whatever we're in the mood to do. Okay? Deliberately straight with it. This isn't just me being lazy with punches. We're deliberately using this style of punch at this point. Final thing that we'll look at is we'll take a little bit of ammonia-based stuff again. It could be Harimau too, and we're going to look at engaging this Gillette again. So I'm here, he throws his kick, I'm going to Gillette here. Yep, and I'm using my elbows to fire into this. Alright, so as I see that kick come in, I just twist here. And it's like I said in the last entries volume, sometimes Silat, when they're dealing with punches, for instance, they'll just rely on Gillette, just the twist, to do what they need to do. Here. You can even see the clearing action there. Well, it's the same with the kick here. It is here. Looks good. Okay, from the other side, here. Yeah. Okay, boom. There. Okay, and we'll have our arm. Okay, very simple. So, a variety of ways of dealing with